suppose you gentlemen have seen the morning paper.
Are you referring to the story about Sir Eric Hazarias?
Right.
Well, unfortunately, Rod Stanton's latest radio report from Pendrang confirms it.
You don't mean by that, do you? Sir Eric is again in a position to help cause another war.
The greatest danger from warmongers is the fact that they're always underestimated and yet always encourage war.
One of the facts this organization has been founded to publicize. But has Rod really failed?
Not at all. Indra has finally sided with him and Tal Shan. And in Pendrang, Indra is a force that even Sir Eric must respect.
I wonder if we made the right move in backing Stanton.
I'm more convinced of it than ever, now that we know Sir Eric had Malvern killed.
That makes Sir Eric all the more dangerous. But is he smart enough to get away with it without Malvern, the real brains of that combination?
Sir Eric has already made a mistake killing Tonga. Now the tribesmen will obey me, in spite of the Sun Messenger plaque that Sir Eric has used to mislead them.
That may be Indra, but he got whatever information he wanted.
Yes, and with our help, Stanton can get what Sir Eric is after, and we can reap the profits.
You're a little bit jumpy yourself.
Oh, I'm concerned about Stanton.
I can't hold it. That takes care of Stanton and Tal Shan. Now I'll get back to Zalabar.
Place it here, please. If this proves to be Meteorium 245, Sir Eric, you will be the wealthiest and certainly one of the most powerful men in the world.
You don't have to worry either, Geoffrey. We'll make you the scientist who has nullified the most destructive weapon ever invented, the atomic bomb. Don't open that. Hey. Marlowe lifted the lid of that chest. There was a flash of light, and Marlowe disintegrated. Like that.
That is the reason you brought this robe?
Whatever the material, it is not damaged by radioactivity.
They know nothing about radioactivity, and yet they have a protection better than any developed by science.
Have you had any word from Johnson?
Oh, not yet, sir. He left immediately after you spoke to me by radio.
Have we had any uninvited visitors upstairs?
Indra's police.
Oh.
Johnson says they've been through everything with a fine-tooth comb.
Perhaps we'd better wait in the passage while Gaffin prepares a portion of the meteorium for a test.
By all means.
But all I'm asking for, officer, is the scientific data that belongs to my father.
You can't have it, Miss Elmore. This is a murder case. Nothing leaves here except records of Sir Eric's activities.
The archaeological notes are of no value to Indra. They have nothing to do with the murder of Mr. Malvern, and they're priceless to my father.
Well, how'd it be if you sat down here and looked them over?
Thank you.
But I want your word that not one paper will be removed.
I promise you that.
Very well, miss. There'll be a man on guard outside. I'll tell him I've given you permission.
Thank you.
Next time you hide behind a curtain, Miss Elmore, make certain you don't jiggle it.
You're Johnson, aren't you?
That's right. Now, I'll ask you something. What are you doing snooping around here?
I wasn't snooping. My father's papers.
Yeah, maybe. Unfortunately, you've seen too much. You're going below with me.
Johnson, why are you bringing that girl down here?
She was hiding upstairs when I slipped in past the police guards, and I didn't see her until after I'd opened the secret panel.
Are you sure no one saw you come in upstairs?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Tie her up. Well, Gaffron, how about it?
It is meteorium, but in such a pure state, it is very dangerous to handle.
How dangerous is it, Gaffron?
The slightest impulse could start a chain reaction.
Explosion?
Hiroshima would be nothing compared with it.
We'll risk it. The nation that has a defense against the atomic bomb is a nation that can use atomic bombs whenever it wishes to and rule the world. The ability to guarantee that, gentlemen, should be worth a pretty penny. How about your blueprints and notes? Can we depend on them?
Any mechanic can follow them and build my detector.
Anyone inside, Constable?
Well, just Miss Elmore, sir.
Miss Elmore? What is she doing in there?
She's checking her father's papers. All Sir Eric's records have been removed, sir.
Thank you.
Everything ready?
We can take off in the plane anytime you wish, sir.
You and Johnson take the chest to the car. Get together anything else you think we should take. I'll send Johnson back to help you.
Have you left anything upstairs you think might help Stanton?
No. This time, nothing can help Stanton. Okay, Johnson. You're quite sure, are you, Greb, that the blueprints and notes are all that Gaffron claims them to be?
We have his invention plus the meteorium right here.
In that case, we'd best leave for the plane at once.
Well, are we waiting for Johnson?
Why? We don't need him.
And now what happens to me?
Oh, use your head, Greb. We've been through these things before.
Too bad, boys, but this is it. Sorry, Miss Elmore, you too.
Oh, am I glad to see you, Rod. And am I glad I was able to drop that scarf without Johnson noticing it.
Probably saved your life. What's the massacre about?
Sir Eric and Greb are leaving by plane. Sir Eric double-crossed his own men.
Must be the same plane he flew into Zalabar. Too late now to try to stop him.
What about Shan?
Good girl. I can get him by radio.
Well, I'll see what I can do to help this man.
Tell Shan. I picked up Rod. He wants to speak to you.
Come in, Rod.
Over.
Malvern isn't the only one Sir Eric has murdered. All the others are dead or dying, except Greb. Sir Eric is on his way to the plane with Greb.
You know where his plane is. Try and stop him. I'll stand by on his wavelength. Over.
I'm on my way. Dr. Elmore and Lacana will stand by here. Sir Eric and Greb just took off. Over.
Maybe it's not too late at that. There's a man here who's dying, but thinks he has the last say. Listen in.
Calling SC. Calling SC.
Sir Eric, listen.
Gaffron calling SC.
Acknowledge. Grab reporting for SE. Come in, Gaffron.
Like all murderers, Sir Eric, you made a mistake. You cannot open the chest of Meteorium because you did not take the tribal robe that protects you. I am wearing it. It will be my shroud. I didn't trust you, Sir Eric. So I put something in the chest of Meteorium. Something that will cause the sensitive, concentrated element to start its deadly chain reaction and so destroy you. Open the chest, Sir Eric, or leave it closed. In either case, Sir Eric, it will destroy you.
Talking to Gaffron won't do us any good. You can't open that chest. I'm not going to open it. Then sit down. Gaffron didn't put anything into it. He's just trying to scare us. I'm not taking any chances. This chest has gone overboard. Oh, no, it isn't. Yeah.
Listening.
I wonder if Gaffron did put something into that chest.
Greb thought so. Sir Eric didn't. But we'll never know.
$32. Red. Even.
System, you've really hit a winning streak. If he keeps this up, he'll break the bank.
Maybe. At least my expense account with the Peace Foundation will be greatly reduced.
I didn't know System was working with you and Tal Shan.
It was a well-kept secret.
Indra would be pleased to see you and Miss Elmore.
Come along, Marjorie.
All down. 32. Red. Even.
You know, Tal, I really think I discovered the winning system.
Come in. I understand you're leaving Pendrang today.
Yes, Miss Elmore and her father are going with me.
I want to thank you, Mr. Stanton. You taught me that there's no corner of the world so independent that it can stand alone.
That's something the whole world is learning. Slowly, perhaps, but surely.
Tell your father, whenever he wishes to resume his work here, that he'll have my full cooperation.
Thank you. He's planning to come back next year.
And you? Will you return with him? Or will Mr. Stanton persuade you to stay in America?
Well, he hasn't said a word about it to me, but of course, he's been awfully busy.